Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review of Head Over Heels by Jill Mansell. Jill Mansell is one of my favourite chick lit authors and I often pick up her books from op shops and such, and so I found this one and I was super excited to get it because I haven't read this one yet. Obviously, however, now I have, and so I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings about it. But first, let me tell you what this book is about. This book follows a lot of different characters, however, I guess the main character would be Jessie. Jessie has kept a secret. The secret that her son Oliver is actually the father of a famous actor, Toby. Toby did not know this, it was before he became famous, and now Oliver is all grown up, basically. However, Toby suddenly moves back into town and comes to the realization that Oliver is his son. Toby also now has a family and children of his own to deal with. Deborah, Tony's now wife, kind of takes it in her stride and doesn't really mind that Oliver is Toby's son and that he's had a son all this time. Surprisingly, she just doesn't really care and is happy with it and fine with it. However, as more stuff comes out, things become obvious of why this is the case, and let me just tell you, everyone kind of has a secret in this book. This is a Jill Mansell chick lit book, and basically at the start of the novel you know basically who's going to end up with who, and you read the book to find out how that happened, how the journey happened. I enjoyed the journey for this one, however there was two characters I didn't expect to end up together and they did, and I loved that. However, I did have some slight issues with this one. The first one being is this book is told by multiple perspectives, at least 10 perspectives, and they're not all like, you know, one chapter is one character. No. There'll be a break in a chapter like this where there's a little space, and then from there it'll switch perspectives of a character. This can be really confusing, it's really abrupt, and honestly for the first 3/4 of the book I was still really confused of who I was reading from, who they were, and by the time I'd finally figured it out, we're on to the next character. I just felt like the multiple perspectives of this book wasn't done well. Because of this also, I felt like we didn't really spend too much time with one character, and therefore we missed out on a bit of character development and story time with them that I would have really liked to see. Some characters got a lot of attention in this book, however other characters might have just had 1 or 2 or 3 perspectives throughout the whole book. For example, Harriet in this book, who was a young teenage girl. I think we get our perspectives like 3 or 4 times, and because of that I was really interested in her story, but I hardly got to know her. Why introduce her if you're only going to give her little snippets? However, I really did like this story. I liked where it went, what happened at the end, how things got to the point where they did, and I liked how at some points I didn't know what was going to happen, where normally in a Jill Mansell book I do know what was going to happen. It's not my favourite Jill Mansell book, but I really did like it and I thought it was a pretty good read. The characters that we spent a lot more time with, for example characters like Jessie, were characters that I was able to connect more with and I was able to see their character grow and develop, and for those characters are really strong. However, characters like Harriet, where we saw little to no of, I felt like those characters were really underdeveloped. So there's kind of a mix between of really good character development and really poor character development. However, I think the really good character development does outweigh the really bad character development. I do wish that we could have spent more time with other characters who I was really interested into, but I understand that Jessie was our main focus, but maybe because of such, maybe we can include those characters that we weren't going to spend a lot of time with. Overall though, I really did enjoy this book and I'm rating it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Nearly a 4, but not quite. So on Goodreads I'll rate it a 4, but really it's a 3.5. Goodreads, why you know do half-star ratings. I would love to know in the comments below if you have read this book or if you have read any others of Jill Mansell's books. As I said, she is one of my favourite chick lit authors. I find some books I really like by her and some books I think are okay. A lot of them are told by multiple perspectives and sometimes that works well and sometimes it didn't, like in this case. Anyway, like this video if you liked it and subscribe if you'd like to see more book related videos to me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!